The 18th straight game that Clemson's had the same starting lineup. Louisville, well, they've changed things up here recently. This is just, this lineup is 3-0 as far as since Jeff Walz made the change. Carla Fontaine, Meadow Overstreet, Brandon Interline. Meadow Overstreet will throw it up as we get underway here at the KFC Yum Center. And Clemson wins the tip as Bradford takes the tip, and that's the thing with this Clemson team is they've got we talked 2 double-figure scores, but they can go depth as you look at their starting lineup here. Again, same for the 18th straight game. They've got a number of players who can score.
Yeah, they really do, and 4 out of their 5 starters are averaging about 10 points a game.
And Hank almost traveled there as you get Robinson with Konno gets the switch, and they're going to get a turnover here for Clemson. You might say, as we look at Louisville's starters as we walk up here, again, Cardinals with the same lineup here for the 4th straight game, Jess. Mykasa Robinson in as the starting guard. It's really been a big difference.
Yeah, and I love the Card starting lineup right now. Mykasa Robinson has proven herself this year and in years past that, she deserves to get a start. Robinson
with the air ball, but Cochran is there for the offensive board, and Norika Konno with the 3 from the corner. They need to shoot it well early on.
No, they really do, and that is why Norika Konno is in the game. Her 3-point shot close to 47% for the season.
Clemson trailing 3-0 here. Konno with the 3-pointer for the Cards. Mykasa Robinson gets her hand on the basketball. A 6-6-6 game for Mykasa Robinson, the last one. She just fills up the stat sheet no matter what she's doing out there on the floor.
She really does. She's such an incredible basketball player, and the Louisville Cardinals have really fed off of her energy the past few games.
2-time All-ACC defensive team. Robinson with it in the corner. The shot from Robinson, that's off the mark. Konno there trying to get it, and Bradford comes away with it. An offensive rebound there is not going to make Coach Walz happy as Bradford's got it out on the top with 12 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson trying to go down on Robinson there. There's a shot from Perpena. Bree Perpena averaging 9.3 points per game. She's led them in scoring 4 different times, and again, she gets in the paint there. For Louisville, they need to cut down the turnovers. This is a team that has turned the ball over a lot this season, and this is a Clemson team that's number 2 in the ACC in turnovers forced a game.
Yeah, today is going to be a defensive battle. Like you said, Clemson averaging the other team 19 turnovers per game, and Louisville's been struggling the past few games taking care of the basketball.
They just leave Mykasa Robinson both the first 2 trips down the floor just wide open. She takes both shots, and Louisville gets an offensive board on one, and this goes out of bounds. So they're going to leave her open, aren't they? Yeah, no. Clemson's definitely going to play the scouting report, and Mykasa Robinson hasn't shown throughout the entire season that she is a 20-point scorer a game. So Clemson's saying if Louisville's going to beat us, it's going to be because Mykasa makes shots. Perpena gets the ball knocked away from her. Robinson gets it. Van Lith then tries to steal it, but Robinson collects it, and Clemson up 4-3 here. Van Lith with it. Nyla Harris, the freshman from Orlando. Her 4th start for Nyla Harris, and during those starts, she's been good as Louisville turns it over for the first time. Perpena goes in, blocked by Olivia Cochran. Van Lith comes away with it. Great job by Cochran of staying straight up there and getting the block shot. Van Lith out on the top of the key there as Harris comes and gets it over to Konno. Konno top the key, the 3, no good. Robinson there for the rebound. Van Lith, she steps inside the 3-point line. She's off the mark. Cochran with the big offensive board, and the putback. So far, Louisville on the offensive board, making things work as Clemson throws it away. Yeah, and that's what Mykasa Robinson, if they're going to not guard her, she is going to have to go set some screens. You saw her go set the screen. Hailey Van Lith came off, didn't knock down the open jump shot, but they got the offensive rebound put back. Amanda Butler in her 5th season at Clemson. You see the record there, 63-83. The 2019 ACC Coach of the Year. She is 0-6 against Louisville. Amanda Butler, again, her 5th season has kind of turned this program around. They're gritty, they're tough, they're athletic. They're just they're a team that plays really hard all the time.
No, they do play really hard, and that's the thing. If they get down early, they're not going to quit. They've shown to come back in tight ball games. And, it's interesting. They're playing a matchup zone right now, which we haven't seen a lot this season against the Cards.
Van Lith, as Robinson misses a shot, gets her own rebound, and Van Lith gets a bucket. The Cards go up 7-0. 5 offensive rebounds for Louisville so far. 7 second chance points. Shot from the baseline there from Whitehornn, and Konno with the rebound, and then Konno throws it away. Perpeña with the steal and goes in for the bucket, and she misses it. And Konno there for the rebound again, as the Cards already with a couple of turnovers here so far. And there's another one as Dixon loses it in the basket. They have to take care of the ball better.
Yeah, and especially after that last turnover, that's one that Hailey should have just taken down, not forced it, and set up the offense.
Yin Yang in for Clemson, misses it, and Konno there with another board. Van Lith with it over to Konno to Robinson, and again, they're leaving Robinson wide open. She's 0 for 3 so far. Konno! She missed that one from the opposite side as she hit the 3 earlier. Chrislyn Carr going to check in at our next break. Bradford blocked by Robinson. Bradford gets it back. Perpeña at the top of the key. Cards lead 7-4. All 7 points so far on second chance points for Louisville. Ball's going to be out of bounds to Clemson as the Cards lead 7-4 here as Olivia Cocker with a big block. Cards up 7-4 as we head to break. Welcome back here to the KFC Yum Center. A fast and furious first 5 minutes and 16 seconds of this game. Jody Demling and Jessica Limley here in just 7-4 Louisville leads, but some things early on that Coach Walls, there you see him there in his 16th season, 433 wins and 121. There's some things he wants to correct early on and nip him in the bud right now.
Yeah, definitely. And, one of the Cards' keys to the game today was just limit turnovers, and they're already at 3. Like we talked about, it's a fast-paced game. They're going to have some turnovers, but they're really going to need to limit the live ball turnovers so Clemson doesn't get easy fast break points.
And Mykasa Robinson out for Louisville, and Nyla Harris misses a wide-open Liz Dixon there. Then once she did get the ball to her, recovered, and a block shot there for Robinson of Clemson. So we got Liz Dixon and Chrislyn Carr in for Louisville as Whitehornn walks. Louisville 5-0 in points off turnovers, Jessica, but 3-3 now in turnovers for the two teams.
Yeah, no, both teams, fast-paced game, turnovers are going to happen, but who can have the least amount of turnovers?
Leah Douglas in for Clemson. You see her on Carr. She switches to Van Lith. Now Marissa Russell in for Louisville as Carr fakes the 3, gets it to Konno. Norika Konno already with 4 rebounds today. Dixon with the ball in the paint there. She misses the short jumper. Rebound coming down to Bradford. Nunu Bradford. Marissa Russell on her. Over to Yin-Yang. And Yin-Yang gets the bucket to cut to 7-6. Cards have been 240 without a point. Van Lith with the air ball. And she knocks away the ball from Whitehornn there as Jess, it seems like Louisville just a little out of sync here offensively. You see the easy bucket here for Yin-Yang, but on the offensive end, it seems like Louisville a little out of sync.
No, they are. And, to start the game, Robinson was in. Clemson was in a matchup zone where they weren't playing Robinson, so I don't think they were really ready for that. Now he's got Marissa Russell in, Norika Konno, Hailey Van Lith, Chrislyn Carr, all three-point shooters, so it'll be interesting to see how Clemson adjusts their defense to the three-point shooters.
Kayla Elmore, a 6'3 sophomore from Fostoria, Ohio, now in for Clemson. Amanda Butler going to her bench a little bit here as these two teams battle. 7-6 here. And that's going to be an offensive foul called on Aaliyah Douglas. So the foul on Douglas here as we see it just.
Yeah, she was just moving her feet a little bit too much. Hit Liz Dixon in the side there.
The first foul of the game. We've had a lot of turnovers, but no fouls. So these two teams, again, Clemson second in the ACC is Van Lith hits Dixon for an easy bucket down low. She was wide open a little earlier. They missed her. They hit her that time.
Yeah, she was, and that's one of those little quick hitters to get 2 easy points.
For Pena in, and there's going to be a foul on Marissa Russell. A little physical there with Hannah Hank. Marissa Russell's an interesting case for Louisville because she's not one of the stars. She's not going to score a lot of points. She's not going to have tons of stats. But in the last 2 weeks, she's really been key for them and kind of settling them a little bit.
No, she has. And that's one thing. If she sees her first 3 go in, then she's just going to keep making them.
And there she gets a blocked shot from Yang. So Russell comes right in and gets something happen. And Hailey Van Lith goes to the bucket. She dishes to Dixon, and it's a turnover for Louisville. Again, tough pass there for Liz Dixon to have to handle.
No, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just about to say that's a very tough pass. And, you know, Hailey Van Lith has been struggling with her turnovers this season, especially the past few games, and that's just one you need to pull it back out.
And Van Lith not happy with Carr, but I don't think Hailey Van Lith knew there was a player trailing her as we see the early turnovers here for the two teams. She was out, but I don't think Hailey knew there was somebody behind her. I thought she was all by herself.
Yeah, and you know, stepping up to the line now. Like we talked about, she's an excellent player for this Louisville team. Struggled the past few games. You know, it's not like her to miss a free throw right there, but she's one that Jeff Walls keeps on saying that she continues to stay in the gym and does not worry about.
89.1% from the free throw line. She makes 1 of 2, and it's now 10-6 Cards lead here. Van Lith with 3 points early here in the game. Pena with the ball out front. In Yang. Dick has Cochran back in for Dixon for Louisville. Kiana Gaines for Clemson. Gaines to the bucket, and she scores over Van Lith. Van Lith takes a tumble there, but a very tough bucket there from Kiana Gaines, who just came in for Clemson.
No, that was a great bucket for Clemson, and great defense by Hailey Van Lith, just keeping her hands up and not fouling.
Norika Konno, another 3 for Konno, the second of the game for Norika Konno as she gets a start and gets a couple of threes. That's her 16th of the season. A turnover by Clemson. That's just one of those unforced that we've seen Louisville do so many times. Just when Konno gets the shot, you said it earlier, that's why she's in the game.
Exactly, and when she gets hot, the Louisville Cardinals playing really well. But that's one thing. Clemson's going to have to adjust their defense to these Louisville three-point shooters. Clemson came in second in the league, forced turnovers, and they're going to have to figure out a way to not let them hit three-point shots.
I said 14, 11. She's now 11 of 26 on the season. Norika Konno is. Clemson now has 7 turnovers, and another 3 from Konno from deep in the corner, right in front of the Clemson bench. Her 3rd of the game.
And she runs back with a big smile on that face of hers.
Cards up 16-8 on a 6-0 run. 2 threes from Norika Konno, and another turnover for Clemson. Russell gets that one. She leaves it out for Morgan Jones, and she misses the layup, but she's going to get the foul.
Yeah, she is. Morgan Jones attacking the basket hard. That's one of those shots, though, one of those layups that when you get into the ACC tournament and the NCAA tournament, you are going to have to make that layup and make it an and one.
Norika Konno with that smile after that last 3. You love to see it. She's had her ups and downs in her times here at Louisville, but really, since she's been in the lineup, this has been different. Her and Mykasa Robinson in the starting lineup with Nyla Harris, and this team has played different.
No, and Norika Konno, she's so smooth with the basketball. And, you know, Clemson came into this game ranked 5th in the ACC on three-point defense, limiting other teams' shooting to just 21% behind the arc.
Konno, 3 of 5. All 5 attempts for Louisville from 3 as Konno has them, as she's 3 of 5 here today for 9 points. The Cards have stretched the lead to 18-8. It's an 8-0 run in less than a minute here, about a minute and 10 seconds now for Louisville. As the shot clock, there's about a second and a half, about 2-second difference here as Clemson is going to run it down, and that's going to be, we're going to get a double foul. Brandon Interline is going to call a double. Yeah, he's going to call a double foul.
And Coach Wall's over there questioning the call.
Chrislyn Carr for Louisville and Perpignan for Clemson, as we see here. I guess so.
Interesting.
Whitehornn misses the shot. Cochran gets knocked down. I was saying, Olivia Cochran had great position there, and Nunu Bradford knocks her down from behind.
Yeah, she did. And, you know, that's one key. Clemson is coming for the offensive rebound, so you have to put a body on somebody. Yeah, she just went up and tried to get that ball.
Olivia Cochran, 62.5% from the free throw line. So Mykasa Robinson is going to come in for Norika Konno. And Jessica, this is where Olivia Cochran, she has been kind of her own worst enemy at times. She misses a lot of shots under the basket, and she misses a lot of free throws. And it's just been tough for her this season to get something positive going offensively while she's rebounding and playing well in defensive area.
Yeah, definitely. And she's such a big part of this Louisville team. And for them to make it far in the ACC tournament and in the NCAA tournament, she is going to have to step up and just find a way to put the ball in the basket when they need her to.
Mykasa Robinson gets the steal. Morgan Jones comes up with it, and Mykasa gets the bucket as they end on a 13-2 run for Louisville, and they're up 20-8. Run. And Jessica, you look at Norika, she's had a big part of it. The Cards are, she's got 9 points. Clemson with just 8, but the Cards have done a good job of converting on turnovers and taking care of the ball late.
Yeah, they really have. We look at it. Clemson has 9 turnovers, and Louisville has 15 points off of their 9 turnovers. Now, the difference from the Cards, only having 1 turnover in that last 5-minute span. Chrislyn Carr coming out second quarter, hitting a 3.
Robinson passed up the open shot and got Carr a 3, and Chrislyn Carr continues as she is 27 of 55 from 3, 28 of 55 from 3 now in her last 9 games. She is just on fire.
Yeah, she really is. I mean, shooting 50% in ACC play. I would keep getting the ball if I was the Cards.
Hannah Hank with the missed shot there, and Robinson goes up and gets it. Mykasa Robinson all over the floor. She gets it right back to Carr. She misses that one. Jones and Whitehornn, as we're going to have a technical on someone they just called, maybe on both of them.
Yeah, I would say so, since neither one of them wanted to let go of that basketball.
Brandon Interline blew his whistle there quite a few times, and they were standing right next to him.
You know, I will say I like the hustle of Morgan Jones, though, going after that offensive rebound, but when the ref blows the whistle, somebody has to give.
And they're going to be... Okay. Carla Fontaine tells us a double technical on both players because they wouldn't let the ball go. So it'll be on Morgan Jones and Ruby Whitehornn, and it'll go to the jump ball possession, so it will be Clemson possession.
And Louisville in a full court pressure.
23-8, the Cards. A 16-2 run right now. And Robinson gets the back tip, and then she gets it again. She's everywhere, and she gives it up to Morgan Jones, who goes in for the layup. Mykasa Robinson all over the court, and Amanda Butler says, I need timeout. They're not going to guard her on the offensive end, and she's everywhere on the defensive end as the Cards are on an 18-2 run and lead 25-10. Back here at the KFC Yum Center, the Louisville Cardinals on an 18-2 run in the last 5 minutes. A lot of it has been Mykasa Robinson all over the floor, Jessica Limley.
No, she really has. And just her overall stat line, game in and game out, she makes this Louisville team go. And that's exactly why she's worked her way into the starting lineup. She's Mick Awesome, like our graphics designer has produced this awesome graphics for her.
Mick Awesome, and she has been. Clemson gets a run-out bucket. It's not going to make Mykasa happy.
No, it's not.
She likes that. She's wide open on the offensive end, and she hits the bucket. And she looks over at the bench like, okay, you want to guard me?
And that's the thing. I mean, Clemson started off not guarding her because she doesn't shoot a lot of outside shots. But when she's wide open like that, she has the confidence to step up and knock it down.
Robinson in for Clemson. Misses a shot. Morgan Jones up for the rebounds. Now the Cards doing a great job on the boards. Louisville started the game 4 of 14. Mykasa Russell with a three, and it's in for Russell as the Cards just continue. They started 4 of 14, and they're now 7 of their last 8 from the field. It's 30-10.
And this is the start that the Cards wanted.
Robinson misses it on the Clemson end. Mykasa Robinson with it. CC Carr. Carr with the three. She misses. Yang with the rebound. You almost expect Chrislyn Carr to make all those as much as she's as good as she's been in ACC play.
No, you definitely do. But, you know, that's one of those shots that she didn't really have any rebounders down there. She had to do a step back. Mykasa Russell just hit a shot and now taking a charge. But I would like to see CC try to get Mykasa Russell at least one more touch before shooting that shot.
Mykasa Russell with the charge there. And we mentioned earlier, Russell now with an assist. She's taken a charge. She's got a rebound. She's got 3 points. It's not flashy, but it's very key to this team playing well.
No, Mykasa Russell is very key to this team playing well. We know Louisville can score the basketball. When she's open, she knocks down open shots, but she also has a good post player presence, a little bit taller guard to be able to play some inside out.
And a turnover for the Cardinals. Turnover number 6 for Louisville. 30-10. Mykasa Robinson on Perpignan.
And Clemson is just trying to get something going right now.
Robinson misses. Bradford there with the rebound. Yang. The turnaround. She misses. And Cochran comes down with it. Clemson now 5 of 18 from the field. Carr with another three and a huge little screen there from Mykasa Robinson. Who else?
No, I mean, Mykasa screens. Nice pass over. That's a Chrislyn Carr three I like.
Whitehornn to the bucket. She scores for Clemson. It's 33-12 now as Whitehornn gets her first bucket of the game. Russell, Cochran. Cochran's going to take it to the bucket on Yang. She misses. Morgan Jones there with a little hand on it. It goes out of bounds off of Amari Robinson. So Louisville with possession as Mykasa Russell comes out. Hailey Van Lith, as you see, Chrislyn Carr from downtown. It's really unbelievable what she's done as Cochran misses an easy shot.
No, it really is. And, you know, Louisville's hitting their three-point shots today, so it's spreading Clemson's defense out a little bit more. And that's why they got it to the post, and Olivia was able to make that drive.
Hailey Van Lith back in, Jessica. They're at Louisville on a 17-4 run with Hailey on the bench. So a lot of that was with her out as Carr and Konno making shots. Now Van Lith back in, and she gets it to Robinson right at the free throw line. The jumper, and it's good. Mykasa Robinson with 2 buckets now. You don't want her to heat up.
No, you don't, because then she's already a great player, but when she sees shots going in from the 15-foot range, it makes her an incredible player.
All right, that's Amari Robinson. Nice free throw line jumper there, too. She is now 2 for 6 from the field for 4 points. Mykasa Robinson with 4 points here as Louisville, 13 of 27 from the field, 6 of 10 from three-point range.
And that's one thing. Clemson has been down in a few early games for the past few weeks, but they are going to continue to fight back, so do not count them out yet.
Yeah, this is a Clemson team that while their record isn't what they want it to be, 14-12, 5-9 in the ACC, as Robinson's going to get called for a foul there.
Yeah, like you were just saying, this is a Clemson team who beat Virginia Tech, beat Wake Forest, who Louisville has lost to. They played Duke close, played Notre Dame close, played North Carolina close. So it is a very well-coached and good team.
Bradford, first free throws of the game for Clemson. Bradford has 5 rebounds in the game, and she misses the first free throw there. This is a Clemson team that shoots just 69% from the free throw line. And she misses that one. In-Yang with the rebound over Josie Williams, and she puts it back. As Josie Williams, the 6'5" grad transfer, is just in for Louisville.
And that's what In-Yang does. She gets in the game and goes after offensive rebounds.
Williams with the bucket, the putback there for Louisville off the Chrislyn Carr miss as Josie Williams gets involved and gets a bucket. Whitehornn with it on Van Lith. Whitehornn comes up short, and Josie Williams there with the bucket. Clears it, gets it to Robinson. The Cards down the floor. Konno to the basket. She misses. Thought she might have been fouled. She thought she might have been fouled, but Clemson comes away with it, and they get a bucket on the other end for Ruby Whitehornn. Again, another bucket for Clemson. Kind of a run out. That's 3 buckets in this quarter for Clemson that have all been in fast break or in transition.
No, it has. Clemson is running the floor so well, but if you notice there, Mykasa Robinson sprinting back to try to make that layup harder.
Van Lith to Robinson. Back to Van Lith. The 3 from Van Lith. Hailey Van Lith with a 3 from the right corner. The Cards now 7 of 12 from 3, and if Hailey Van Lith gets going from 3-point, it makes this team totally different.
No, definitely. I mean, Van Lith shooting the 3, Carr, Norika, Marissa, just to name a few who have hit 3s today.
Bradford with it, ball short there, and Van Lith comes away with the rebound. Carr gets it over to Robinson. Van Lith, she's going to do it again. Yes! Hailey Van Lith, another 3 for Louisville. The Cards now with 8 of them here in the first half. And Amanda Butler, she needs another timeout. 43-18, Louisville complete game. Well, it's almost a half here, 43-18. Hailey Van Lith is alive and well. Mykasa Robinson, Jess, you were mentioning it. She's driving, kicking to Hailey, and both those 3-pointers are because of that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Mykasa Robinson on both of Hailey's 3 drove hard to the basket, took 2 defenders with her, and just made the easy pass to Hailey with the wide open 3-point shot.
Hailey Van Lith with 9, couple of 3s here. Louisville bench scoring 17-8. And the Cards have 13 assists on their 16 made field goals.
And that is what you call sharing the basketball. And Hailey Van Lith averaging 19 points a game. Like we've talked about, the past few games she hasn't been herself totally, but to see 2 easy threes to go in, she put a smile on her face.
Yeah, 24% is what she had dipped to in three-point field goal, but 2 of 2 here today. It's the second foul on Bradford there. The third foul this quarter. Konno back in. To Josie Williams. To Konno. Oh, how about 4 for Norika Konno? She does it again. That's a career high for Konno already here in the first half. 4 made 3. She's got 12, and the lead is 46-18. Robinson's going to get called for that foul on Robinson. So Mykasa Robinson picks up her second.
And that's what Clemson's going to continue to need to do. Drive to the basket and try to make Louisville foul them. And then, of course, hit the free throws.
Amari Robinson to the free throw line. She's averaging 13.4 points per game. She's got 4 here today. And they're now 0 for 3 from the line. She's 19th in their career scoring leaders, 1,230 career points for the 6-foot senior from Douglasville, Georgia.
Yeah, and Amari Robinson has scored in double figures in 12 out of the last 13 ACC games, but with only 5 points this afternoon.
Konno, she leaves it for Carr. Carr, she can't get that one to go. And that's going to be a foul on Josie Williams. As, boy, when you hit a couple, you really want to shoot them, don't you? Because everybody looks like they're looking for their shot.
Yes, they do. And, you know, when you hit those first few, the basket just seems to get a little bit wider each time one goes in.
Louisville now 9 of 15 from downtown. Josie Williams draws a charge. So the third drawn charge of the game for Louisville. As Josie Williams, the second foul on Perpignan.
And way to slide her feet and just get set for that split second. And now Clemson with the full court pressure to try to turn over the Cards.
Van Lith. I don't think it meant to go to Konno, but it ended up with Konno on the other side of the floor. Van Lith to Carr. Minute to go here in the first half. 46-19. Van Lith with it. And she's 3 for 3. So Konno's got 4. Van Lith's got 3. Carr's got 2. Mykasa Russell with 1. 10 3-pointers in the first half for the Cards. And it's 49-19. Robinson, no. Long offensive rebound for Perpignan. Robinson with the putback, and she's going to get a free throw. That's going to be on Konno there. That was a 12-1 run, Jess, and they continue to put these runs on Clemson, and the lead just continues to grow.
No, definitely. But right now, Louisville, yes, they're in the lead, but they have to box out. Clemson is going to continue to keep fighting, keep crashing the offensive glass, and that was a great putback by Amari Robinson, and that's a 3-point swing.
49-22. Cards 20-0 in points off turnovers. As Louisville will hold it for the last shot here. Konno, Carr, and Van Lith all on the floor. Josie Williams gets the bucket right before the half. And the Cards put up 51 in the first half. It's 51-22. How about Van Lith and Konno? 12 points apiece. Norika Konno with 4 3-pointers. Louisville In the second half, is Carla Fontaine, the official. We'll put it in play here right in front of us. It's Norika Konno into Mykasa Robinson, and we are underway here in the third period. Louisville, you see they're 13-3 when leading, and Clemson 4-9 when trailing this season as Konno, as I say, almost turns it over, then gets fouled as she was turning it over. Not a great pass there from Norika.
No, but if you see Clemson's defense, they're really picking up the pressure and trying to make it hard for Louisville to pass the ball to each other. And Clemson's probably going to get a few turnovers here in this second half, but let's see how well Louisville can take care of the basketball with their high pressure.
And Konno with it there. She's guarded by Perpignan. Van Lith to Konno. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Van Lith drives, and she's going to have to put it up at some point. Nyla Harrison, that's going to be a shot clock violation on the opening possession of the second half, and Coach Walsh just shakes his head.
Yes, he does, but, you know, we have to... Starting out, Clemson did a good job.
Clemson, number 2 in the ACC, as you see there, in forced turnovers and steals. They rank in the top 50 in the NCAA in both of those categories. Whitehornn, and she's going to be fouled by Konno on the floor. She's not going to be shooting there. They call it on the floor, so Clemson possession underneath the basket. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson on Cochran. Cochran straight up and down, and she affected it again there. Good job by Olivia Cochran on the defensive end of the floor. Robinson gives it off to Van Lith. Van Lith works around the defender Bradford. To Harris, to Robinson. They're actually guarding her this half a little bit. Mykasa Robinson with 6 points in the first half. Nyla Harris misses, and Olivia Cochran misses as well. Perpignan into the corner. The three ball there by Bradford, no good. She gets her own rebound, and she puts it back. Again, offensive rebound.
Yes, and Clemson off to a great start this third quarter. Louisville, not so much. Coming out of halftime, we wanted to see how they, would come out with such a big lead, and they haven't done a good job at it so far.
Louisville hasn't really gotten great shots, kind of passing it around as Nyla Harris gets it underneath. Speaking of a great shot, she gets it, but misses there. So Cochran and Harris have both missed really easy shots here today in this early in this third quarter. Hank misses that. Another offensive rebound, and that's going to be a jump ball tie-up, and Louisville coaching staff upset with that one on the offensive board there.
Yeah, no, because defense and, going to the boards is all about effort, and nobody's putting a body on Clemson right now. Clemson's getting the offensive rebound because they're going hard to the bucket.
Whitehornn drives on Mykasa Robinson. Perpignan, she drives on Robinson. Bradford with the long three. That ball's off, and another offensive rebound. There's Whitehorn. No white shirts around it at all. That ball, long kick out, but still another board for Clemson.
Another board and another opportunity to score.
Mykasa Robinson knocks that ball out of bounds. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Robinson trying to get her troops fired up here a little bit. And the ball by Cochran. She looked like she had the steal, and it went right to Amari Robinson for the bucket. And Amari Robinson now has 8 points. And Clemson has, 10 points for Amari Robinson, and Clemson's come out here strong in the second half. They're going to call a charge. Yep, they're going to call a charge on Nyla Harris. The referees kind of looked at each other. I believe that was a charge on Harris. Yep. And So Liz Dixon and Mykasa Russell coming in, and you mentioned he wanted 40 minutes, and he got 20. So far, the next 3 minutes and 15 seconds, not so much.
No, Louisville has not come out this third quarter, but we give credit to Clemson, Coach Amanda Butler, making some adjustments at halftime, and Clemson coming out, playing hard, going after the offensive glass, and getting some easy baskets.
Whitehornn, as Van Lith gets her hands on that ball as she was going up. Dixon comes down with it. Van Lith in the corner. Van Lith down the lane for the runner. No good there. Louisville missing shots close to the basket here to start the quarter. The Cards 0 for 4 with 2 turnovers. As that ball, Dixon and Russell kind of looked like they both were going after it. The ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Clemson basketball.
And looking over at Jeff Walls right then and just telling his team to just grab a hold of the basketball.
We've seen that look a lot from Jeff Walls. He just looks perplexed at this point, as you can play so well for the first 20 minutes, and then you just looks like a different team. Douglas and a free throw.
And nice take by Douglas. The past 3 possessions, Clemson has really been taking the Louisville players one-on-one, and nobody seems to be able to guard them.
Chrislyn Carr in for Norika Konno. So a 6-0 start here for Clemson. Make it 7-0. And there's going to be a foul on the free throw. So count the free throw there for Douglas. It's 51-29. And the foul is going to be on Hannah Hank, which is her second. Carr from Russell. Mykasa Robinson. Robinson to Carr. Clemson extending their defense even more. Very aggressive as Mykasa Robinson goes in. And again, she misses it, but is fouled. And if that is Hannah Hank. Oh, no, that's In Yang. As they call it on In Yang, that's her second foul. Robinson's going to shoot 2, and she makes things happen even when she's not doing things on the offensive end like that.
No, she really does. And if you look at Clemson's defense, they really have to spread out because Louisville has hit so many three-point shots. So Mykasa Robinson just playing that free throw line area, getting a nice pass, and then just taking it herself to the basket.
Robinson hitting 2 free throws, so she now has 8 on the afternoon. The Cards with their first 2 points here of the second half. Douglas with it. Elmore the screen on Robinson. Elmore with it. For Pinion. Elmore, the baseline jumper is good. Good job. Nice job working it around for Clemson.
No, definitely.
Robinson brings it up the floor. Mykasa Russell. Russell in to Cochran, or to Dixon, for the easy bucket. Liz Dixon with it.
A nice pass by Mykasa Russell. Clemson's playing her because she did hit that three-point shot earlier. She drove it to the bucket. Liz Dixon's player stepped over, and she made the easy pass.
3 assists now for Mykasa Russell on the afternoon. There from the good look there from Gaines as she misses. Dixon comes down with it. Van Lith with it as she dishes to Russell. And Russell misses the three-pointer from the corner, so the Cards can't convert on that one. Clemson without a turnover here in the third period. That's been really the difference for them.
Yeah, it really has. Like we talked about earlier, Louisville has been converting on Clemson's turnovers. So when Clemson doesn't turn the ball over, Louisville has to take some more 51 points in the first half, and now they're only at 4 in the third quarter, and that's with 6 minutes. So Clemson's defense has really picked it up.
The Cardinals with it. Robinson to CC Carr. Carr with an easy little jumper in transition. And it's been there if Louisville's got it. They missed a couple of easy shots here this quarter. It's there in transition for Louisville.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do to a team who presses you. You have to break the press and make an easy basket.
That's 8 for Chrislyn Carr. The 2 3-pointers in the first half. In-Yang looking for Elmore. In-Yang's going to take it, and Van Lith goes in and gets the rebound. Hailey Van Lith with her 3rd rebound of the afternoon. She comes down a little step. So Russell open from 3, and she's off the mark there. So she hit her first one, has now missed 2 here this half. As Gaines drives on Van Lith. Elmore with the putback, and that's 16 second chance points now for Clemson.
A nice hustle by Elmore to get that offensive rebound putback. Louisville has to find a way to put a body on somebody.
Cards getting out-rebounded 28-26. Carr misses. Robinson with the rebound, and she's just going to take the jumper, and she makes it. And Robinson with 10.
Good decision by Robinson. Had the nice little pass fake, realized nobody was.
Points, that career high for points. Elmore, the 3-pointer. Oh, nice shot there from Elmore. Mykasa Elmore, the 6'3" sophomore who just averages 2.3 points per game, has 7. The Cards turn it over. Louisville with 8 turnovers now. You see the step back, the 3-pointer from Elmore. Louisville with 8 turnovers, 3 so far here in the quarter. And that's the bugaboo when they start to do this. They get 1 or 2, it leads to 3, 4, 5, 6, and heck, it's been times 8 and 9 in a quarter. Yeah,
it definitely does. And, Louisville just needs to settle down and continue to do what they did in the first half, and that's take care of the basketball.
So Elmore with 7 points. She stays in there. She puts the ball to Perpignan. She drives on Morgan Jones, and she fouls her and gets the bucket. So
right now, 6. Clemson is just taking it at Louisville's defense. There's no help side. Everybody's over on the left side, and she just takes Morgan Jones herself.
Free Perpignan, 5'8" graduate student from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. 9.3 points per game. For her, that's 7 now. And the lead is at 20. And back-to-back turnovers for the Cards on consecutive trips.
And Jeff Wall's telling his team to just settle down. That was an unnecessary turnover. Yes, it was a dead ball turnover, meaning Louisville can set up their defense, but they just had a turnover the play before, so that was an unforced pass.
So the lead was once at 30. It's now 20 here as Clemson on a 6-0 run and playing much better here in the third period. Whitehornn, she misses. Cochran in for the rebound. Rebound number 8 for Olivia Cochran. Robinson to Van Lith for a 3. And Van Lith gets her 4th 3 of the day. And Jeff Walls calls that timeout here as he gets his team a timeout. And they lead 62-39. Cardinals with the lead over Clemson. Lith 4 for 4 from 3. 15 points. And, well, I think she just said yes to him. She's talking to the young man who wants her to be his Valentine.
She did. After every timeout, he has gone behind their bench and held up that sign, proud. So for her to come back out and see it, shook her head yes, and he's going crazy over there.
Hailey, 4 for 4 from 3 today, and that's just huge for her as Morgan Jones knocks the ball off of Clemson, and it's off of Jones. Jessica, before this game, in her last 8 games, 10 of 45. You go back 13 games, 17 of 75 for Hailey, and 4 for 4 today. I know Coach Walls has been saying it's going to come at some point for her, and today might be the start of something.
Exactly. She worked so hard in the practice gym that it's going to come. We all know she can shoot the basketball, but it started in that first half when Mykasa Robinson got her an easy, wide-open 3.
Van Lith goes up and gets the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, but Elmore missed the 3 there. Van Lith with 15 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and just 2 turnovers, which is key for her.
It definitely is. You know, she's really putting an overall good performance today.
Whitehorn over. Got a little bit of a mismatch there with Carr as she puts it in. Van Lith to Jones. Mykasa Robinson. Van Lith to Carr. Steps inside the 3-point line, and she wasn't sure what to do with that. She wanted to shoot it, but she kind of short-armed that. The ball stays with Louisville. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 36.9 in the quarter. Morgan Jones to Mykasa Robinson. Misses that. CC Carr with the rebound. And the putback for Louisville. So a second chance points there for Louisville as well.
Yeah, and then Clemson coming down on the other end, going strong. Another offensive putback for them.
Elmore with the bucket. Carr gets it out. Robinson for Louisville. Van Lith to Cochran. And the bucket. Van Lith with a nice pass there to Olivia Cochran, and the Cards end the quarter with a nice play there. Louisville now with 19 assists on 25 made field goals. It wasn't like the first quarter, but they still lead 66-43.
Yeah, they really have. And you see all of these highlights, and either 1, 2, or all 3 are in each one of them. Mykasa Robinson, 10 points, tying her career high right now. Chrislyn Carr, 10 points. Hailey Van Lith, 15 points. And it's good to see, you know, some 3-point shots go in for her tonight.
Also, Robinson and Van Lith, 5 assists apiece. As Van Lith gets another one, and she hits another 3. Van Lith now 5 for 5 from 3. 18 points for Hailey.
And that's the thing. She's one of those players, when she sees that first 3 go in, the bucket just gets wider and wider, and she's going to keep knocking them down.
And it makes the rest of her game come along. I mean, that's the thing. She's been rebounding, passing, she's been doing great. But when you're scoring, it makes everything else feel so much easier.
Oh, yes, it does. It completely changes the whole course of her game. And, you know, it stinks because you really don't want to say that. You don't want to say the offense and scoring creates everything else, but it really does mentally as a player.
Whitehorn with the bucket. She got a step on Mykasa Robinson there. There's the foul on Cochran, trying to come over and help. Just a little late reacting.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut by Whitehorn. And you don't see Mykasa Robinson get beat on those often, but she got her on that one.
Whitehorn with 9. And Van Lith, there is a tough pass for Morgan Jones. Probably one. Morgan Jones a little too far down the floor to try to throw that pass.
Yeah, definitely. And that's one of those, you just need to settle down.
For Pena with it out front to Douglas. Elmore's giving them a big lift. Michaela Elmore, 9 points and 4 rebounds off the bench. They're going to call a foul on Robinson there. And that's her 3rd foul. Casa coming across.
Oh, did she get her on the arm? She doesn't think so, but as a player, you never think you foul somebody.
Amari Robinson steps to the line, 2 of 3 today. The Cards led by as many as 30 late in the second period. We're outscored 21-15 in the third quarter. 5-3 here early in this one.
And that's the thing. I mean, it's a 21-point game, but Clemson is going to continue to play hard, pick up their defense, and they're not going to quit.
And Morgan Jones almost threw that one away. Clemson, 12 turnovers in the first half. Louisville, 20-0 in points off turnovers. They have 13 right now, so just 1 here in the second half. Robinson to Jones. Jones takes the dribble, steps into a jumper, and she scores there. Morgan Jones with her 6th point of the night. Clemson very, very aggressive on offense here in the second half. Rapinian, double team. Whitehornn at the free throw line. Jumper good. As, again, the Cards try the double team and leave Whitehornn wide open, and she hit.
So well. And then you knock down the open shot.
Carr with the turnover. Rapinian. And tipped up and in by Douglas. I actually think Jones might have gotten a little bit of a hand on it as Carr comes down and she scores. Jeff Walls is going to get some subs in. I think he's not too happy with the 11 turnovers. Cards had just 5 in the first half.
No, and that Chrislyn Carr turnover is just a sloppy live ball turnover that led to 2 points for Clemson.
Another charge they're taking for the Cards. So I think that's 4 charges today Louisville has taken. Cochran with that one. As, again, Louisville 11 turnovers, points off turnovers, now 22-7. And Jess, you were mentioning, look, I mean, this is a ball, you can't do that. It's a live ball. Go down, make an easy bucket.
No, exactly. And good hustle by Douglas to stay with that. Another offensive rebound put back in the air. But Clemson continuing to pressure this Louisville team.
And Jeff Walls gets Carr and Jones out. Russell, who comes in, gets a little free throw line jumper. Russell with 5 now. And a foul there. Is that going to be on? Oh, they're going to call it on Cochran. I was going to say, Mykasa Robinson has 3. That's now 3 on Cochran. Olivia Cochran with 9 rebounds. She's drawn a charge. She's played a pretty solid game. She's 2 of 6 from the field.
No, she definitely has. And Louisville, to continue to make the strides they're making, is
improvement in the first half that led to 20 Louisville points. Just 2 here in the second half. Louisville does have 4 points off those 2 turnovers. But again, cutting down the turnovers and cutting into the lead. It's 75-53. And that's Mykasa Robinson's 4th foul. And I don't know. There's a replay there.
Let's see it. They said she pushed off, but I don't know. That's a close one.
It's a tough call. As Olivia Cochran now has her 4th foul. So Robinson and Cochran both with 4 fouls apiece now. Still out on the floor for Louisville. 6:34 left.
Yeah, and Cochran and Robinson really have to be careful now. I mean, 6:34 left. Yes, it's a 22-point game, but if Cochran or Robinson get a 5th foul, that's going to change the whole dynamic of what this Louisville team has been doing the entire game.
Mykasa Robinson with 10 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And Clemson now 8 of 9 of 13 from the free throw line. As Douglas hits a pair. 75-55.
And Clemson still continuing just playing hard.
Van Lith, and she's fouled. She'll have 2 free throws.
And going back to Clemson, some teams would just say it's a 20-point lead with 6 minutes left, and they would just give up, but not this Clemson team.
No, and when you look at this, as you see Hailey Van Lith there, all-time against Clemson. She had a really good game last year with 34 points there. She's at the line and hits that one. It's number 19 for her. You were mentioning with Clemson, look, they're coming off a win over Georgia Tech, 57-41. But before that, they lost 4 games in a row as Van Lith misses. But they're close. They're in every game, even all the way back the last couple months. They're right there in games and losing close games. It's just been some tough breaks for them down the stretch.
Yeah, definitely. We talked about earlier, it was an 11-point game against North Carolina. 3-point game against Notre Dame. 2 really good basketball teams in the ACC. Yeah, they just, for some reason, right there, just taking it away from Mykasa Robinson, continuing to just play hard and trying to find a way to pull out a win.
So Douglas with a couple of buckets, and the Cards now up to 13 turnovers, and the lead is 76-59. Konno with the 3. She misses. Williams tried to get the rebound, but the ball out of bounds as Jeff Walls pleading with his team. Getting out-rebounded by Clemson. Leah Douglas scored 6 straight. Whitehornn with the putback there from Ignite, and Clemson has it down to 15. Van Lith with a 3 off the mark. Whitehornn comes away with it. 6-0 run in a minute here for Clemson. And they're going to call the foul on Konno. And Brandon Interline, and 4:57 left. Louisville still leads 76-61, but some Louisville turnovers have given Clemson a chance to get back in this game.
Yeah, Louisville's made some unforced turnovers, but Clemson defense has really picked it up this second half, and they're just continuing to try to chip away, turn Louisville over, get some more offensive possessions to try to get back in this ball game with 5 minutes to go.
76-61. And Nunu Bradford at the line for 2. Fans upset with that call still before we went to break.
You look at that right there. Louisville 8 turnovers this second half to Clemson's 2, and it's totally adjusted the game. First half, we saw Louisville turning Clemson over and converting those into points, and now it's Clemson's turn.
Bradford misses both free throws. Dixon comes down with it. Van Lith to Robinson. Mykasa Robinson playing with 4 fouls, 10 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals for Mykasa Robinson. She works it in. Ball kicked. Van Lith, and that's a turnover again for Louisville. Whitehornn, bucket for Clemson. It's down to 13. Whitehornn now has 14 points. The Cards with 14 turnovers. Van Lith misses. The ball knocked out of, they give that to Clemson? Ball, they said, I guess, knocked off of Liz Dixon. see here. Yeah, it's a close call. So Clemson outscored Louisville 21-15 in the third quarter. It's 20-10 here in the fourth quarter. Elmore. Douglas, and the Cards force a turnover. And Mykasa Robinson draws a foul. That's on Perpignan. Van Lith brings it up. Van Lith with 19 to Russell. Over to Carr.
You see Louisville taking their time, setting up their offense, trying to get something easy.
Louisville led this game by 30. Clemson, a great second half. Russell to Robinson. And Elmore comes down with it. It's not a bad shot. Rushed there a little bit at the end, but you want to take time off and get a good shot. And I felt like they did, Jessica.
Yeah, exactly. And now this is a big possession for Clemson.
Robinson. Call on Russell. It's an 11-1 run over the last 3:44 for Clemson. They've scored 8 straight since the Hailey Van Lith free throw.
And 2 big free throws here for Robinson. You make these 2 free throws, it's an 11-point game with 3 minutes to go.
Robinson 4 of 5 from the line. Clemson 10 of 16. She makes that one. She's got 13. Whitehornn has 14. Amari Douglas has 11. They have 30 points off the bench this second half, Clemson. And we're going to get Cochran and for Louisville and Bradford in for Clemson. Clemson in the fourth quarter, 7 of 9 from the field and 7 of 10 from the free throw line.
And Clemson with a run and jump press right now, and Louisville's just going to have to take care of the basketball. Clemson, a lot of defensive pressure right now, just trying to get the Cards to turn it over for them.
And they're going to call a charge on Mykasa Russell there.
And Jeff Wall's telling his team to just calm down.
That's the 15th turnover. The third foul on Russell.
And that's one of those, you know, in the third and fourth quarter, the refs have been calling a lot of fouls and keeping the game tight. So that's one of those that Mykasa Russell just has to be strong with her body and not push off, knowing that the refs are going to call it.
Painted into Robinson as Amanda Butler calls timeout. Butler calls timeout. I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Still possession to Clemson. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. And just this is a 30-point game late in the second quarter. We talked about it after halftime. Jeff Walsh got what he wanted to see the first 20 minutes, and now his team just hanging on here, trying to get a win.
No, definitely. And you have to think, in the first half, the Cards were shooting the lights out. Second half, some of their shots weren't falling. They started to turn the ball over, so that led to them playing kind of sloppy defense and allowing Clemson to work their way back in this game. And, you know, it's going to be a battle. We knew Clemson wouldn't quit. We've been saying it from the beginning. Their past 4 games, they've played teams tight, and you know, this past game against Georgia Tech, they came back in the end. So it's an 11-point game. Another huge possession for Clemson to have an opportunity to put this game within 10.
Elmore to Bradford. The 3 rows out. Robinson with the putback over Mykasa Robinson. And it's under 10 here. The Cardinals with a 76-67 lead. To Cochran from Robinson. Cochran puts it in, and Whitehornn fouls her.
Beautiful pass by Robinson, but that's the way for Cochran to grab the pass, bring it down, keep it high, but gather herself and get the and one. Just look at that. She gathered herself, went up strong, and got the and one.
Olivia Cochran now with 10 rebounds and 6 points. She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line today. And makes that one. That's a big play there for Louisville. All the momentum in the world on Clemson's side, and Olivia Cochran coming up with a big three-point play. Clemson now tries to answer as we go under 2 minutes. Elmore. Matchup on Van Lith. Elmore over Van Lith. Cochran with the rebound. Her 11th of the afternoon. Really nice job by Hailey there on defense.
Yes, and way to pull this basketball out. Take the time. The clock is on the Card's side at this point.
And Robinson tells them to calm down. She gives it to Van Lith, and they set it up here. For Pena. Carr. With Elmore on her. Russell at the shot clock. She misses, but it hit the rim. Still, Clemson chases down the rebound. Bradford down the floor. Clemson just 1 for 8 from 3, and that rolls in there as Bradford, that ball all over the rim and finally rolls in. So a 10-point game with 57.2 seconds left here in the KFC Yum Center. The Cards up 79-69, but Clemson doing a great job. Their bench this second half has come alive, and they've been really hustling. Whitehornn hit the jumper there, just all over the floor for Clemson.
No, they haven't. Their defense has created their offense, getting pressure on Louisville, turning them over, getting some easy buckets, and then just feeling themselves. Offensive rebounds, putbacks. But like we talked about, that last Olivia Cochran bucket was huge for the Cards.
When you look at the stat, the biggest thing here, as you see this, Clemson outscoring Louisville 45-28 in the second half. In the second half, where now we have 15 turnovers apiece. At halftime, Louisville was up 20-0 in points off turnovers. It's now 24-15. So
yes,
that's been the biggest deal.
No, it has. The roles have reversed in the first half. Louisville was getting points off of Clemson's turnovers. Now Clemson has been getting points off of Louisville turnovers. You're sitting in the Clemson huddle thinking, dang, like if we could have just put a first half together, it would probably be a closer game than what we have right now. But Clemson, we have to give them credit. They have really worked their way back into this game.
Louisville in the first half, 10 for 16 from three-point range. I'm not sure what the horn was there. Oh, the clock started, so it should be 57.2. The clock started before the ball went in bounds. The officials, Meadow Overstreet, making sure it's 57.2. And now Marissa Russell has to tie her shoe. Russell to Robinson. To Russell. Ball safe in bounds. And that was a great play there by Clemson, but Louisville coming up with just a really lucky bounce there. Or throw.
And sometimes you have to have a little bit of a luck on your side.
Yeah, just a lucky toss. Because that was a great hustle there by Clemson. And that was going to lead to a steal, but Louisville just right there when the ball was thrown back in bounds.
Yeah, it was. It was perfect pressure by Clemson. They trapped Mykasa Robinson in the corner. She threw back. Clemson got the hand on the ball, but they just couldn't get it their way.
Russell makes the first of two. So Marissa Russell now with 6 points and 3 assists for the Cards. She makes the second one, 81-69. Just over 30 seconds here left in the Yum Center. Cochran with rebound number 12 for Olivia Cochran.
And look at the hustle of Clemson, though. Down 12, but still putting pressure on the ball. I love it. I love to see that. You know, because Clemson's going to be able to watch this film, see what they didn't do so great in the first half, but then come back and see the good things from the second half that they did.
So Louisville's going to get an 81-69 victory here as the two teams shake hands, the coaches shake hands, and before the clock's out, we've got everyone shaking hands. Louisville gets a 81-69 victory, their fourth win in a row, Jessica. Some very good momentum going into the final 4 games of the season.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Louisville had a great first half. Now, they're going to come back tomorrow and watch this film, watch the second